Thursday Night Smokes this week. Got a lovely little delivery from an Irish distillery called Kilbeggan. They've sent me a lovely little dram to try. Well, I say lovely, I haven't tried it yet. It's from their exclusive batch. It was the distiller's exclusive, so you can only get it if you actually go to the distillery over in Ireland to pick it up. This is cask 390. It's 63% ABV, so it's actually going to kick me. Hence why I bought the whiskey nubbin out, because they've actually recommended I have water with this one. Initial hit, it's very fruity. I know it's being done in ex-bourbon charred oak casks, so this should be quite a sweet whiskey. Wow, it's interesting when you just take it out from there to there, the change in aromas is amazing. There's definitely a hint of smoke in the back of that as well, so there's a little bit of peat in there, which is not what was in the notes. Wow, that does smell good. So, onto the smokes. I think because it's such a strong whiskey, I'm actually going to go for a good, solid Cuban, which is the Ramon Allones Especially Selected. Felt like using my DuPont lighters this evening, just because it's felt like a change. Would you believe, bloody thing's run out of gas. It's got a very, very small tank. Luckily, I still have my Kilbeggan. That's better. The draw on that is a little tight, so that might be a bit of a problem. But anyway, worry about that in a minute. On to the whiskey. Oh. Dara was not joking when he said that's got a bite. Reminds me of a trick. You know, oh wow, there we go, that's definitely taking my breath away. Remember to exhale really, really hard after you take a whiskey like that. Wow, that's got a bite. Okay, the second sip is a lot better. My palate's acclimatized a little bit, but wow. That's some serious, for an Irish whiskey, that's amazing. Truly amazing. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I'm used to my Scotch whiskies, which have such a variety. And my experience of Irish whiskies, wow, that is strong, is they are sweet, but they don't have a lot of depth. It's just a very light sweet. That is definitely full on the palate. Very much the tip of your tongue. I think I'm going to take his advice. In fact, I'm definitely going to take his advice and put a couple of drops of water in. Right, just thank you. Interesting. That's made it a lot lighter on the palate, on the nose. Wow, that's a very different drink. That's all the way down the palate now, whereas before it was just kind of burning, I want to say searing the tip of my tongue. But that's actually worth a trip over to Ireland. Seriously. I think I've definitely picked the right cigar to go with it as well. Anything light, like a Hoyo, Paul Larryanga, even an Upman, which is light to medium, would not work. You wouldn't be able to taste any of the cigar with that. That's amazingly strong. That's one of those whiskies that if you took a shot of that, you would follow it back to the floor. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I've had a very good Thursday evening, and I'm very much, well, I'm going to have to go over to Ireland to get a bottle of this, aren't I? It is definitely one to have in your whiskey cabinet if you can get it. Annoyingly, I think that cigar is slightly plugged. But that's why we keep loose. So my Thursday night has been really good, despite the cigar. That whiskey's amazing. What I would recommend, though, is if you can get a bottle of it, definitely get a bottle. It is well worth it. Definitely to the point where I'm considering a trip over to Ireland. There we go. That is definitely a plug cigar. Yep, that's definitely a lot better. This is the problem with hand-rolled cigars. If you can pull out, basically, stuff like that. Basically, it's the stem of the leaf hasn't quite been taken off when they were prepping it to be rolled. So it blocks your cigar. But anyway, that aside, the whiskey has been truly amazing this evening. So that's made my Thursday night really, really good. I'm going to have to get over to Ireland to actually get a couple of bottles from this distillery. It's a very small bespoke distillery, so they don't do a lot. So if you can get it, it's definitely one to keep in the cabinet, and it will, I would without a doubt say, appreciate in value over the years. That's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to finish that on the rest of my Thursday night, along with a cigar, which is now smoking properly. Hopefully everybody's got something nice planned for the weekend coming up, and I shall catch you on the next video.